Hello, everyone. Barry here. Hope you're all right. It's another glorious morning this morning. I've got my coffee and I'm sat here having a mull. Mm. You're not going to get one of my usual rants today because I don't feel like ranting. I put the jester in the closet for a minute. He's gone hiding, and for a very good reason. I want to bring your attention to, in this very short video, the BBC and the fact that they are planning a programme in which they put gay men in a what can only be described as media bounded space, in which they've also got a woman pretending to be a gay man, a heterosexual woman pretending to be a gay man. You may have seen the posts about this, or you may have not. This may in fact be news to you. But I wanted to talk to you about it just briefly, because it is without a shadow of a doubt the most profoundly vicious homophobia masked as entertainment. It makes me feel nauseous. It makes me feel sick, because all I can do is imagine that there will be young gay men or even proto-gay children, those who are just beginning to discover who they are. And I remember that feeling so well, along with the beatings that came with it from when I was a child. It is in my nature generally to find things amusing and entertaining, but I'm seriously finding nothing about this which is funny, nothing about this which is redeeming in any way, and everything about it that describes a society in the most dreadful moral decay. This is the national broadcaster, paid for by all of us on pain of imprisonment if you don't pay it but want to watch it. This is state-sanctioned conversion therapy as entertainment for the public. This is what it is. I don't know whether you feel the same, but I hope you'll tell me in the comments whether you do or whether you don't, because I think it's important that we fight against this, that we move towards a situation whereby the BBC would never consider doing this again. Imagine that you're 13 or 14 and you're just beginning to get there, and this goes on television. And the other children at school, particularly the older boys and the boys of your age who know that you're gay already, even if you don't, by the way, because they can smell it. That's how bad they can be. Will then go, have you been watching? Did you know this is on TV? And if you think for one moment it isn't going to be watched by children, you're living in cloud cuckoo land. The time they put it on is immaterial. It'll be on iPlayer. And this young man will then be lambasted if he says or thinks, hang on a minute, that's a girl. But it's even worse if he doesn't think it's a girl. If he's then driven to believe that actually the only thing that matters about his sexuality is the performance of the individual who is pretending they are a gay person, and providing that that person has a moustache, takes hormones, dresses as if they were masculine, that is what they should be attracted to as an individual at 13 years old. This is like giving somebody an apple, right, that is wax. This is gaslighting on a grand scale. And that young man, or that child, which is what they are, call them what they are, a child, that child is going to be confused. And then in that school, there will probably be one of these insane girls, or these mad women, perhaps a mad woman who's a teacher who thinks she's a man. I can't imagine the level of bullying that child is going to go through. I think it's disgusting. And I'd like you to join me in saying that you think it's disgusting. I think we should call out the BBC and we should say to them, what do you think you're doing here exactly? What do you think you're doing by negating sexuality, a protected characteristic under the Equality Act? So I hope you'll give it some thought, because I'm certainly going to. Anyway, I think that'll do. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.